Yo, what up, what up, what up? Welcome to the 12th episode. I remember this time. The 12th episode of Wrestling with the Bros. Acknowledge us. Oh boy, it has been a doozy. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Wrestling Goddamn with the Bros alongside Fair. I am Chris James. He's somewhere stuck in New Jersey and all of that in like 6 feet of snow. It man, hey, for those of you
That's why I
who
moved.
are
That's why I moved.
for those of you who are in the northeastern part of the country, like Jersey, New York, all that stuff. Hey, prayers up to you, man, because
Mhm.
that is unreal, my guy.
That's ridiculous, bro. I'm so glad I moved. Everybody asks me why you moved from Jersey. The shit that you going through right now is why I moved, motherfucker, from Jersey. I'm sick of it. Sick of the
Yeah,
snow,
yeah, that job was that's crazy.
bro. You ain't getting that. So it was just the Northeast. It was just them.
Yeah,
They was just God
yeah,
was
yeah,
like, "Fuck
yeah,
y'all," and just said,
yeah.
"Here's some stuff."
Yeah. It was the Northeast. It
Damn,
wasn't me at all. I didn't get
aren't you
nothing.
happy?
It was just hell yeah. I just got cold weather. That's all I got. Some cold weather. And that's about it. Make sure you follow us on X, Twitter, whatever the hell you call it these days at WWTV 2024. Also, make sure that you hit the
Or
like
is it
button
under
and
here?
subscribe button.
Wherever it is.
It's right there under fair.
Hit the
Make sure
button.
you hit the button on our YouTube channel. So when we go live like we are now, you will automatically know. Fair, I don't know about you, but man, WWE has been in a funk. I don't know, man. I don't know.
At least the
It
last 3 weeks.
and
It's been pretty bad the last 3 weeks.
I think this buildup for WrestleMania has been horrible, man. It has been horrific.
They
Um,
waiting to press the gas for too long, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that when you on the highway and you got that dude that's in between the speed limit and you
uh,
start to want to go by, but then they start going a little faster, so you be like, all right. But then they start doing the same shit, so you gotta speed by them. That's what they doing right now. They gonna kick it into gear this coming Monday. But I
hold
think
on. They
it
better
might be a
not.
little too
Hey,
might be a
fair.
little too
Stop
late.
defending
I
them.
don't know.
I think. Look, I hate to bring this up, but WrestleMania 40. It seemed like we got that in gear like in January. We got that job going in
Yeah.
January, and it carried all the way up into April. I'm waiting for them to pick it up. I'm
Yeah,
waiting
but they
fair.
got that shit by accident though. It wasn't planned.
You're right.
It
It
was
wasn't
it's an
planned,
accident.
but once they got it, it was gone. I don't
Yeah,
see
but
it. I
it
don't see
never.
it.
But that's why I said it then. I said it then. Remember, I said it's never been this long. The WrestleMania buildup has never been from January to WrestleMania. It's never been that. So when you get the shit when they tried to switch Cody and Rock, and then everybody gets into an uproar, that just it just kept the vibe going, whether it was good or bad or what we was talking about. It just kept the energy of the season up, and then they flipped the switch and everything played out how it did. But I think that that 4 month period, I think, really has spoiled wrestling fans, especially wrestling fans of WWE, because like you don't expect it to be this much of a third gear situation right now, but they've always like the last 6 weeks of the season after everything is straightened out with the championship matches. It's always been
Mm-hmm.
that push. But now that you gave us shit from January one time and then kept the energy going, that's what we expect all the time now. And that's just never been the case. So now we're coming back to reality of how they build the WrestleMania, and we want the shit to be back, WrestleMania 40. That's kind of how, in my opinion, was going on.
In my opinion, I hear what you're saying, but I think it's lost some luster. And AJ Styles mentioned this as well too. He thinks that WrestleMania has lost some of its luster a little bit, and I do agree that it has lost a little bit of its luster. I think part of the problem is, I
It's
think part
corporate,
of it is, yeah,
too corporate.
it's gotten very corporate. When TKO bought WWE, and we'll talk a little bit about this because we're going to give our picks later on, ladies and gentlemen, for Elimination Chamber for this Saturday in Chicago, which I will not be attending because tickets are too damn high. I'm not going.
They still
Um,
high.
Hell yeah, they're like $300 or more, or no, three was it 350? And that's up in the nosebleed, dog. That's up top at the United Center. At the United Center, it's a nice size stadium, and you really don't have a bad seat in there. But $300 man, for a nosebleed seat, nah. If it's $300, I need to be somewhere where I can see the wrestlers' faces, man. Okay, so
I didn't check on
it's
because they got
nice.
backlash after Mania down in Tampa. I didn't even check the.
Yeah,
I
you
didn't even
better
check
check
it
it.
yet.
You better
About to
check
check
it.
it. I'm gonna check it next.
Um,
No matter of fact, I'm gonna check it when my income tax hits. I'm not getting
and
it.
look,
Fuck that.
as we welcome James in, James has been in the snow. He has been battling a bad, I don't know, a bad snowstorm that has hit the Northeast. Hey, James, you good?
Yeah, 24 inches of snow. So
Yep.
up to my
Enjoy
knee.
that.
I got pictures
You and
of it. I'm gonna send it to you guys a little bit later after the show. But
mm,
man, oh man,
Um, but
horrible.
no. Well, hey, thank God you're safe, James, and your family's safe. So we're glad about that. No, I was just telling Fair. I said the luster for WrestleMania has gone down a bit. It's lost a little bit of its luster, and I don't know if it's because it's now on 2 days, a 2 day show, or uh or what. But I'm really waiting for them to like gear up and get us going into Mania mode. I don't know what it is about this year. I'm really it feels lackadaisical, and I think part of it, a big part of it is creative doesn't know what the hell they're doing right now. They don't know what the hell they're doing. They don't know what to put together, how to put stuff together. Granted, um, and let's just go ahead and talk about it. You've had injuries to Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, and now Bronson Reed. That those three key players are now out. So I get it from that standpoint that you're hurting in that department. But even before then, we were still talking about how some of their creative choices were not very good at all. So now you're in your excuse me, you're about to hit after Elimination Chamber, after Saturday, you're about to hit the final stretch leading into WrestleMania. Well, obviously the biggest draw that you have right now is Roman and CM Punk. That's going to be your big draw going forward. After that, I don't know. I It feels really blase to me right now with the
mhm.
road to WrestleMania. And I'm hoping that they pick it up, but man, I am not confident that they will. Ticket sales are not moving like they thought they were for these PLEs. And as we talked about in the group chat, you saw what happened. They're talking about blacking out certain areas in Chicago, like the bars or what have you. Even if they have licensing fees to show this, they're blocking it out because they want people to come. Well, guess what? The United Center only seats about 21,000. So after that, hey, put this shit on TV on TV, man. Okay. Or how about you lower the ticket prices? That way, those ticket, you know, people might actually come, or put together good stories that may actually draw people to get there. I know was it last year, and I know we crap on the Rock or what have you, but let's be honest. Ticket sales were doing the same thing last year in Toronto until they put him in there and put him in the story and with Cody or what have you. And look what happened. Ticket sales went through the roof. I'm not saying that you have to get the Rock every single time or whatever, but you need to have good stories to where you don't have to worry about depending on the Rock. You don't have to worry about blacking out certain areas or blacking out TV or bars, whatever the case may be, or what have you. Put together good stories so leading up to this, so that way you don't run into this problem, because they're also running into this problem for WrestleMania 42, which once again is in Las Vegas. I think the biggest thing, ticket prices being high as the giraffes, you know what. So I don't know. WWE right now is in a very, very, very bad place right now. They need to get it together, man, because I'm hoping Chamber is good, but man, oh man, oh man. I after that, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. James, go ahead, man.
So I think there's three key parts to the reason why this WrestleMania season feels lackluster. The ticket prices are the obvious choice, right? I believe when you consistently price out the common fan, and you make it almost impossible to go to a show, you're going to have less and less people that attend. You're going to have more and more celebrities that attend because you want a higher level of clientele there, right? So I think that's what kind of kills it. I think the PLEs need to have maybe a couple more matches. I think the 4 to 5 match formula right now is kind of dull, and it doesn't really include anything else. Like, I think you could have Penta versus Dom Mysterio at the Elimination Chamber for the Intercontinental title. Why not? You could have Gunther versus Dragon Lee at the Elimination Chamber. Why not? Like, you could have other matches than just 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we go home. Like, and it's almost like you're only putting certain matches on the card of your PLEs that only include the superstars. When in reality, you could use that to highlight another wrestler. You could use that to highlight another character or whatever you got going on. Like, the rumor is right now Danhausen's in that box that's going to show up at the Chamber. That's the betting favorite right now. It's Danhausen. Okay? Cool character, whatever. Not much more than that. If you're going to waste an entire segment for Danhausen instead of putting Gunther versus Dragon Lee on the show, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Make it a 10-minute match. That's all you're going to do. Make it a 10-minute match. Secondly, I've been critical of the story ever since storybooks and writings, ever since last WrestleMania. I have been. It just is what it is. When you back yourself into corners, this is the problem with your booking. And last but not least, is there anything? There's only one match for WrestleMania. I almost lost my whole train of thought. There's only one match booked for WrestleMania at the moment. Not the women's match, not anything else. You have one match dedicated to WrestleMania right now. That's it. Now, granted, it's the night 2 main event. That's all fine and well. I get it. That's cool. But you don't have anything else right now. Like, it's almost March. You don't have an idea of where you're going to go, like, at all. You have one match booked. You can't figure out what the rest one's going to be. Now, granted, we're going to get 2 more matches come Saturday night. So at least that looks good on the horizon. But I don't know, man. It just feels like the creative just kind of half-asses it, and then they put segments out, and the segments don't work, or they're just not great. And it's like, okay, well, people are still going to tune in anyway. It's like, no, we want it to be just a little bit better. At least show us that you somewhat care about what you're doing on a Monday night. Because the Maxine and Natty shit that happened on Monday, atrocious. Did not need to be on TV. I don't want to see it again. Get it off my TV screen until at least another 2 weeks from now. I don't care to see it. I don't. Like, it doesn't need to be there. You could have done anything else, but you threw a 2-minute match on there for what? Just to kill time? Come on. Like, what are we doing? But that's my 3 reasons why I think everything stinks right now.
So a lot y'all said there. The ticket sales thing that they're blacking out for people to go there. I don't think that's why they do it. I think they're just greedy. I don't think they care about that part of it all. Because listen, bro, it's set up for 17,000, right? They got 15 in the building. They're being greedy. You know, I don't know. Like I expect corporations to be greedy, so that doesn't surprise me one bit, right? But yeah, me and Chris were talking about it before you came on, James. I think that just to break it down to just the creative part of it, right? I think since WrestleMania 40, we've all been spoiled. We've all been spoiled. It's never been except maybe for the Attitude Era. There's never been a time frame where Rumble to Mania has been that impactful or that eventful will be the better word.
I agree.
Right? And then we just now, just since it was so good, we just expect them to try to up that level. I don't know if that can be topped because of the spontaneity that was in the events that happened. That was going to be Rock and Roman. The internet changed the main event of a WrestleMania, legitly changed the main event of a WrestleMania. They could say however you want to spin it, whatever, but our voices mattered, and they changed the main event for WrestleMania. The events of how that happened organically and being woven into TV, that's never going to be topped again unless something like that happens again. And when is something like that ever going to happen again? So now we're expecting that level now, but now we're getting just regular shit, and now we're mad as hell. That's like all of this shit is average. If you look at any, I'm gonna just break it down by the superstar of the era, right? Any pre-Tribal Chief Roman Reigns WrestleMania, any John Cena WrestleMania. When did you feel the vibe for WrestleMania season? It wasn't in January. It was always after whatever the February pay-per-view was, that last 6 weeks. They're in the last 6 weeks. That's when the normal build for WrestleMania happens, normally. That doesn't excuse them for having poor creative, by the way. I'm just saying I think people are looking for a level that they're never going to get at again. And it's great to not accept average, but I don't think it's ever going to be that again. It's not ever going to be spectacular anymore. And to that saying, AJ is absolutely right that WrestleMania has lost a lot of luster, and that's because pretty much we've seen everything now, and we're expecting them to top something that I don't think they're ever going to top again.
I agree, and I agree, and I also disagree. I'm sorry, Chris.
No, go ahead.
I do agree on the point that WrestleMania 40 high was so high that it'll never be touched again, which is fine. And I think I've come from a standpoint of I accept that it will never be that good again. I go on rants about the booking. I know I do. I've been doing that fucking after WrestleMania 40, right? It's just sometimes like it feels like when they just get stuck in the mud, they almost kind of feel like they just don't make that effort to maybe switch things up a little bit. You know, like I read something yesterday or this afternoon or yesterday that this is Penta's 7th time fighting for the Intercontinental Championship. This is Penta's 7th time fighting for the Intercontinental Championship. He's lost the last 6 times. So in my head, I'm saying to myself, you don't have anybody credible maybe to like sit there and say, yeah, you know what, let's throw somebody else for Dom. You had AJ Styles, which is fine. You had that for a little while. But it's almost kind of like, where's your mid-card? Where are you developing these guys? Like, where are you putting the time and effort into a Monday Night Raw to not have Jey Uso and fight fucking Bronson Reed or Braun Breaker, or LA Knight fight Bronson Reed or Braun Breaker, or whatever? Like, it's almost kind of like they only have like a certain rotation of guys, and it's like we've seen this 800 times already. Like, I don't want to see the Vision versus LA Knight and Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso. I don't. But we got a combination of that match every single week going into this. So it's like, can you do something different? Maybe you can do something a little different. It feels like they just kind of drag their feet. I know what they have is what they have, and I understand that that's probably the core root of it. It's like we have to work with, but it's almost kind of like it's like I'm just sitting in deja vu. Like it's like Jey Uso comes out, here comes Bronson Reed, or here comes Grande Americano, and then here comes Bravo and Rayo. Like it's almost kind of like, all right, like we've seen this before, like Penta versus Grande. How many times we see that? Saw it a lot. Like it feels like they just rotate between the same like 8 to 10 guys, and it's like, come on, like we've seen this already. Like, can you do anything else different to shake it up just a little bit? Just a little bit.
Apparently not. I'm gonna go into why I think that the way it's happening is happening with the Dom and Penta and Finn shit during our picks, because I got some doozies. But yeah, hey, they are inspired is the word? Yeah, uninspired right now creatively. Me, I just think they love to do the wait for it gig, and it's starting to get old. Like, bro, just hurry the fuck up and just get to the fucking point.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think that delay. Let's make sure the crowd wants it, and what I say they always want to do, Chris. They always live poll you. What they did with and I'm gonna go right into the show now. With the parts of the show that was meaningful, because the last 3 weeks of these shows have been Trinidash, absolutely garbage. Just saying.
You could see the difference between Raw and SmackDown.
I think SmackDown's been trash too the last 2 weeks.
Oh, I don't know. I think SmackDown's been better than Raw.
I didn't say that. I mean, you can be better than trash, but you're still trash. Like it's recycling. It's well, yeah, that's what it is. It's recycling to trash. Like I have not liked the top. Okay, so the top part of the show I've enjoyed, but the middle of the sandwich has been kind of trash.
So you enjoy the bread, but not the ingredients.
The toast is okay. The shit they put in between it is garbage. It's this trash. But yeah. So just going in, just the bullet point is the Brock thing, the Brock open challenge thing. I enjoyed. I like the fact that they did the open challenge, but and I know you want to hold it. You want to wait. They're probably gonna to let us know in like Boston or at Madison Square Garden that Oba's gonna fucking fight him. But bro. They literally are asking for you to bring that man out, and you held it because you want to wait for the big market. I get it. Whatever. TV, money, yay. Bro, you should have let us know that Oba was there and then have some interesting shit to get us through the fucking Mania, bro. That type of shit, in my opinion, is hurting ticket sales more, that you're not telling us what the fucking card is. I don't know the card. What is the fucking card?
So it's hard to get excited.
So why am I buying a ticket? Fine, you want me to pay all this money? I'll do it. It's cool. What's the fucking card? This is not a Backlash pay-per-view, bro. It's WrestleMania. These matches have been known, or at least give us an inkling, because we really don't know what the WWE title is. We don't. We know what Roman and Punk are doing. Fine. The WWE title is the main event from night one in this.
I'm sorry.
Why don't we know?
The only two matches we know for sure, right now, are Liv, Stephanie, Roman, and CM Punk.
We got 2 matches.
Right.
No disrespect to Liv and Stephanie. Doesn't matter. Punk, Roman is the highlight that's driving ticket sales right now. Okay,
I agree. I agree with you.
And I don't know in the WWE title. I got what you're saying, but we don't know what the other component is. Night 1 and night 2, we know what belt is going where. If I don't know what night 1's main event or marquee match is, why the fuck am I buying something?
Right.
Like that don't make, like, you have to tell me the matches. You have to give me at least 3 or 4. Now I know Brock is going to be there. Now since, and this is Monday, so this is, nothing updated in ticket sales yet from Monday's announcements. So we now got a Brock Open Challenge that we don't know the opponent for probably another 2 weeks. We know Liv and Stephanie Valkyrie, and we know Punk and Roman since after the Rumble. That's not enough for people to get excited, and nobody's gonna buy anything off of that.
No, and the other thing is, I think the spacing of the pay-per-views also hurts it, because when you have the Royal Rumble January 31st, and then you have the Elimination Chamber February 28th, and then WrestleMania is not happening until what? April 18th and April 18th. Basically the end of April.
Yeah.
So you basically only give yourself an extended amount of time to attempt to at least build the story, but you're just spacing them out too far in between. Like, if you're gonna have the Royal Rumble at the end of January, which is the week before the Super Bowl and the AFC Championship game, whatever it is, that's fine. But you got to put the Elimination Chamber a little bit closer to it, because then at least you kind of build
closer to where,
a little bit closer to the Rumble. So instead of maybe not February 28th, because they did it in March last year. They did it March 1st last year. Move it up just
a was at the end of the month.
Just move it up a little bit. Like, it don't got to be the end. Just make it to like the second week of second week of February, right? You get all your qualifying matches out of the way, perfect. Then you have your two matches. You have your two title matches.
I think you need to move Rumble up. I don't think you need to move Elimination Chamber up. I think you need to move Rumble up.
Well, now with it being on Saturdays, I think you could do that, because my head is thinking, it's the Sunday before, the Sunday between the Super Bowl and the AFC Championship games. Like, that's where my mind is at. No, it's on Saturday now. So I'm sitting there like, okay, you can get away with it.
Yeah, I mean, they just need to start giving you an inkling of some matches. You didn't know a match until Rumble. You didn't know who your main event was, and the next night you knew who the full match was. You didn't know that until Rumble. There's no inkling to where it's going to be, and most of it is because Roman is not coming to work a lot. Whatever. I get it. But
Chris, you hear that?
You got to at least at least indicate something.
It's recording.
Yeah, whatever. Because it's mostly because Roman, but you can still aim something at us without somebody being on TV. Just let them send a fucking video. Tell him that he sent Jimmy to kick him in his head. Something like you got. It's up to creative to do something like that. You signed the contract. Do it like you have to support the fucking contract you signed. So do something creative with it.
Did you feel like when Punk cut his promo the other night on Raw that he felt like very disinterested in doing that because of the simple fact that he had to cut the promo without Roman being there, even though he's on the side quest, because he still has to deal with Finn Balor. But when he when they were in Atlanta, was Atlanta this past week?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you feel like? Did you feel like
I think the crowd was so trash? I don't think that he was into it. That's all. I don't know if it was because of. I just don't. I think the crowd was really trash, and I'm not saying that because Atlanta's usually hot, but I think, bro, going back to the show, when you have a legit injury, and then the next match is an injury angle, maybe don't do the injury angle thing. Just tap fucking Max out if you're trying to build Natalya. Like, come on.
Yeah, I you know what? I don't know.
It was a really sloppy show.
But this goes back to what we were talking about, and Unreal kind of showed it a little bit. I don't think they creative knows what they're doing.
No,
and that's a huge problem. You don't know what you're doing.
But that's a producer problem, though. That's not really creative. That's a producer in the setting up of the match problem. That's not a creative problem.
And I think this is where Unreal does more harm than good.
Mm-hmm.
Because you get in these situations where you watch this past episode of Monday Night Raw, Bronson Reed gets hurt, Jey Uso wins, whatever. Right? the Maxine and Natty thing.
He shouldn't have won, by the way. I see.
I
Look, don't
yeah,
ever say I can't be biased. He shouldn't have.
no, no. Well,
If they're
that
gonna lose anyway, let Americano fucking lose. Why is Jey Uso in there? He doesn't need to be in there. It doesn't matter. I mean, he's gonna eat. Yeah, it does. He doesn't need to be in there. What are we doing? What are we doing? It's gonna lose anyway. He's
yeah,
not winning.
he's not. But I guess they just want that reaction. I guess because they'll do some dumb shit where he runs it back in the
Oh, I
pod.
know.
That's when I canceled the ESPN Plus. But anyway,
He's definitely gonna run it back in the pod. I will bet money he will run it back in the pod.
that's when I
He
hit.
will
That's when
run
I,
it back in the
that
pod.
that is when I hit cancel on ESPN Plus, just for the night, and I get it back.
I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna laugh and make fun of it. So I'm gonna love it.
So, but yeah, and then even the Natty and Maxine thing, like the injury angle, like you said, it didn't need to happen, and it just basically, like that's a match you advertise, mind you.
Yeah, and now look, I'm not even gonna lie. Like
Like
watching it, I watching it. I thought she was legit hurt for a minute because she just laid there, and I'm like, what the hell? And
Yeah,
she,
and then you're in the crowd now. You just got everybody in the crowd. I felt like knew that Bronson Reed was gonna win that match, and then this dude gets hurt and he's outside laid out. So even the wrestlers are like, "Yo, what the fuck just happened?"
yeah,
So they took a minute to get their shit back together. And then they go to that match and Jey Uso wins, whatever. Yeah, yeet in the pot. And then they do another injury angle.
yeah. They may have to stop these injury angles that they're doing because for some reason these injury
it's
angles are
it's
turning out to be actual injuries to these
Like,
people, man.
it's one of two things.
It's the whole first hour was motherfuckers being hurt. Like,
Yeah,
It's one of two things. Either it's a masked man angle or an injury angle. It's one
yeah,
of two things. That's all they
where
got
the
going
masked
for
man
them.
at now?
yeah,
Sheesh.
yeah. Hey, hold on.
Exactly.
That masked man is probably taking his mask off, wondering what the fuck just
He's
happened,
about
man.
to reform the next vision because this shit is ridiculous.
No,
Holy
they should
shit.
change. They should change the name from the Vision to the fucking Shelf because that's where they all belong right now.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's the end of days.
It is. It is that. Let me tell you something. It's a cursed stable. Take this whole thing and rip it down before someone else gets hurt. Just get them away from each other.
And listen, when you try to fake out the world, karma comes coming.
You said it, not me.
You tried to do this great little, what if we, what if we, he gets hurt and we shoot everything around the shit. What if he does get hurt though? What happens?
Three strikes,
Fucks your
you're
whole
out.
WrestleMania season up, bro.
So
Now you out here look like a dummy.
And usually I get on them for being bad. At this point, I really can't because Seth is out, Braun is out, Bronson is out. So there's the three guys that you have in the main event picture of one of your shows. They're all out, right? And your mid card on Raw / main event scene is very bad right now. So you don't really have anybody to work with, and unfortunately, no John Cena, no AJ Styles. So you're already missing two guys that Cena's a draw, AJ Styles a draw to like older wrestling fans a little bit. You lost those two guys too. So you really don't have who are you going to elevate in that main event spot besides Punk and Roman right now? You don't have anybody. So that's why it's almost kind of like at this point they have to really put an emphasis on okay, who can we put here? Because if you're going to do Dom and Finn, it's almost like, okay, but we knew this was going to happen already. And they can just use the cop-out of long-term storytelling. Well, you see, he pinned him in WrestleMania 40, so therefore it makes sense he pinned him in WrestleMania 41. So it makes sense he pins him in WrestleMania 42. So it's like you have an easy cop-out there. But that's it. All you have is a Judgment Day. And I don't know how much more you can milk that out at this point. Because that cow is running dry. It is time. I don't know how long you can keep it up for, but I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. they lucky the next 6 weeks they got their heavy hitters in these fucking shows. Because if that doesn't move the needle, I don't know what the fuck stuff.
Exactly.
You got Brock and Roman pretty much the next 2 weeks alternating each other. I think Roman's on the next show, and then he's off next week, and Brock's on that show, and then from the rest of the time they're on the same shows every week.
Yeah,
up until Mania.
I was gonna say I think Roman, if I'm after Chamber, I think he's on every Raw moving forward.
He is.
He's on this week's Raw, next week's this Monday coming up Raw. He's off the next week, and then from that week he'll be on straight through.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, he's not missing the East Coast show, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's going to be in Boston. He's going to be in MSG. I think they shoot to California. I think that's where they go after that.
Sacramento or something like that. Yeah.
Houston, and Sacramento.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, quick question.
I think he got a live show too. I think they booked it for a live house show. They got a house show.
When the hell are they doing a house show?
Sometime in the next 2 weeks in Texas somewhere.
Do you think Roman shows up Saturday at Chamber?
Good chance. I mean, just get into it. Let's get into the picks, man. Let's get into the picks. I'm trying to find.
I don't think so.
The card, but let's just get into the picks, bro. Because I don't want to talk about those trash ass shows no more.
So it's the card. The card is AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch, the men's and the women's chamber, and what's the other match? Why am I showing a blank here?
It's the 2 elimination chambers: Punk, Finn, AJ Lee, and Becky.
That could really use another match on the card.
I think we get another match, and I think they're gonna put Jacob and Drew on that card. I really think that.
I mean, that'd be nice, just to give another match to it. I mean, these 4-match pay-per-views kind of suck, for being honest with you.
Yeah, but the chamber, you can't, this is like when you say that with other shows, I got you. But when you get 2 chamber matches or rumbles and stuff like that, and those matches are going to take 45 to an hour, then I really don't care about the 4-match show.
I don't even need what do you call? I don't even need Jacob and Drew. I just need I'll take Gunther and Dragon Lee. Go on for 10 minutes and that's it. You know what I mean?
I see. Here's another thing with the bill for WrestleMania. The titles need to be on the line somewhere in between Rumble and WrestleMania. And where else is it going to be unless you're going to do it for a random Raw or SmackDown? So put them up. One of these matches should have been a title match. The chamber match, it should have been a title match. Okay, if we already know that Punk and Roman are there, then make Drew defend it in the chamber, and then we can do something to get the number 1 contendership going for the titles, especially if you're going to do what I think you're going to do and put a multi-man WWE title match on anyway. So I just think those titles should be on the line more, especially if you have an early person that says, I'm picking this champion. Well, then that other belt needs to be the drama of the build for WrestleMania, if you get what I'm saying.
No, it has to be.
I don't know. It's just this very sloppy. This has been very sloppy.
But in reality, if you put the belt on the line at Elimination Chamber, it will make sense with the story going on because he screwed over Drew, he screwed over Jacob, he attacked Randy Orton on Friday, so it makes sense because 2 of those guys in the chamber. He has history with LA Knight and SmackDown. You had him in an interaction with Trick Williams on SmackDown 2 a couple weeks ago. So you have inklings of what you could do. But again, it's why not just say, you know what, fuck this. Let's just do this, right? Let's just try it. It feels very safe side, no, we're gonna stick to our plan and we'll just make it work. There's no reason to because they always say we don't want to make it predictable. But what you're doing is you make it fucking predictable every week with the same set of matches. So it's do something to just change something. Just be bold, even if it's for a week. I don't care. Like, because people would just scroll through Monday Night Raw and be like, oh, okay. We'll get to the final segment. Okay. Like, it's like there's nothing exciting anymore. But we can go on with the picks.
Yeah, I feel you. 4 matches, the 2 chamber matches, Punk, Balor, pardon me, for the belt, and then AJ Lee against Becky Lynch. CM Punk and I think AJ win their matches. As far as the chamber matches goes, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, oh man,
You think they start the night with the women's chamber match, or did they start
I
the night
think
with
so.
I
AJ?
think so. I
think
think
so.
they start.
I think they start the match with AJ Lee.
They could do
They
that
start
too.
the night with AJ Lee.
But
Uh, I can see that, but I think the women started. I think the women's chamber match starts it.
Mhm.
Um, I do think, man, I'm looking at the women's chamber match.
that one is infinitely better than the men's one. Just because
Hmm.
there's more avenues for a storyline.
Because okay, so looking at it, like I want to pick Raquel, but for some, and I think Raquel wouldn't be a bad choice. I think Alexa Bliss might actually take that one.
Ooh, okay.
No, I'm joking.
That's interesting. So
I don't know. For some reason, I just think Bliss will take it. But my dark horse, and I wouldn't be mad seeing her win, is Raquel Rodriguez.
hmm.
Rhea
So
doesn't need the belt.
Bro,
Asuka,
if you think they're not putting Rhea Ripley in that fucking listen here, sir, listen here.
okay.
This rest you got. I keep telling you, got to think of the season. They ain't selling shit. Who is going to make a dent into that? Rhea
I mean,
Ripley is winning that fucking match. Listen. Yes, she is. Sorry,
okay. All right.
Rhea Ripley
so
is winning that fucking match.
I just said I think the women's chamber is much better than the men's chamber storyline was. Um, Unfortunately, it does seem as if it'll be Rhea Ripley winning the chamber. But I think you can because you gotta. To me, it's the process of elimination, right? I feel like these matches are literally the process of elimination.
Oh, should we
And
go against Jade? Okay. If Rhea wins,
so,
you go against Jade. Okay.
so
All right.
this
Right.
is this is my
Okay.
thought
Yeah.
process, right? If Stratton wins, I don't want to see it because we saw it already, right? We saw Stratton versus Jade for months back last year. I don't need to see it again, right? Rhea and Jay would make a lot of sense because it's power on power, and you could break away Rhea Ripley from um the tag division with EO, and you could have them go their separate ways, right?
Why did you
Alexa,
have them work twice on both nights? There's no way
um,
that they're not going to defend the tag team titles,
see,
and
I
she's
think,
going to have a singles match.
see, I
So
think, I think they lose it to, Nia and Lash next Friday on Friday.
on Friday,
I think
on
so.
this Friday, they got a match on this Friday. Okay.
Yes. So I think
I
that
mean,
happens. Um, Alexa Bliss and Jay would be pretty cool only because
I think
it's
so.
like passing the torch on. I guess Alexa Bliss was the champion for a long time, and during like the 2017, 18 days and stuff like that. And obviously, you have the built-in thing with Charlotte, right? Um, Oscar would be good too because I think Oscar is a very good in-ring worker, and there's obviously the Queen of the Ring final, from last June. Um, I would like to see Raquel win only because I think the Judgment Day, that's a perfect culmination of the Judgment Day storyline. But I just think it'll be Rhea Ripley. And Kiana James is cool too, but that's the one I'm just like, no chance. She showed out. She has really good matches and she's incredible in the ring. But I think that's one of those things like, let's see how she looks against Rhea Ripley. Let's see how she looks against
Depending on
Raquel
where she
Rodriguez.
gets eliminated, you'll know where the company what the
Views
company
her.
thinks are.
Yes.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
I think Raquel is the best dark horse option out of the women in there. And it would just add another layer because obviously in the Royal Rumble, Liv Morgan eliminated Raquel. and she's had multiple chances with the championship, and it kind of says like, okay, like, who are you gonna pick here for this moment, right? Is it gonna be, is Raquel gonna outshine Liv, or is Liv gonna be the one that does it? So it's very interesting to see what they do. But I just think Rhea Ripley is the only person that would make people say, okay, I'm gonna be there, because she just has the fucking selling power of Stone Cold at this point.
And that's fucking true. That's the truth. That's why I don't. There's no way that Rhea's not going to win that match, because that's the money match that they need for WrestleMania. So yeah, I mean, you could put Alexa in there and you'll have Charlotte play the background of that. But I mean, what would you rather see? I would rather see Rhea Ripley go up against Jade and them watch them slam each other for 10 minutes or so. I feel like that'll be a very good stiff match. But yeah, I think that's the money. That's the two marquee names.
But
that's
what I think.
No, fair point.
And I think the other problem is too is they pigeonhole themselves by saying the winner of the Elimination Chamber is going to fight for the championship. For the not that it's like they could pick and choose which one, because Triple H said it on the Royal Rumble for the post show. But let's be real here. We know for sure you're not doing it, right? So. Unfortunately, I don't see any other way that it wouldn't be. I feel like they put themselves in a corner when they do that, which is why I hate when they do that, because it's like, well, someone's already fighting for the Raw Women's Championship, so we need someone for the SmackDown Championship. So we got to even. We got to even it out.
Champion defend the fucking title more than fucking once in 45 days, but hey,
but there'd be a genius idea, but Road Dogg can't figure out shit. Oh, you didn't know?
Yeah. We're just going to go to the men's elimination chamber match.
My ass can't write a show.
Wow.
As far as the men, I'm looking at the men's match. Man, I think.
Clip that, by the way.
Shit. Yeah, we should. Hold on. Your ass better. Hold on. My ass can't boo. Good show.
There you go. I should have. That's it. That's the one. I fucked up. Man. That's the one I should have did. Damn it.
Clip it.
As far as the men, here's the dark horse is Trick Williams.
Oh, don't get me started. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about
it. I don't know. They got the balls to do that one, bro.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Because look, the person that I want to choose LA Knight to win. But man, Trick Williams, Trick has it, man. Like look.
I think they go and mellow Trick at Mania. That's what I think they got. I think he's the US champion. That's what I think.
Okay, here's why I'm kind of suggesting maybe Trick Williams wins, because they've had that dude everywhere. He's been on ESPN First Take. He's been on local talk shows. I think he was at, what talk show was he at? Or well, not talk show, but some newscast. I think in Atlanta or somewhere. I forgot where it's at. But you don't put people like that on big programs or big platforms unless you really, really, really believe in that person. Man, if they let Trick Williams win, I would be shocked, but I would let Trick Williams give the best performance out of everybody.
Like it's the same thing with Kiana James with me. The way he finishes, where you'll see where they value him and where he is because he's in. I have he feels like the third one out to me. And that's pretty much a fair booking for that. Who's in the chamber? He's not going to go out. He's going to get a big elimination too. He's going to. Okay, so who's your pick? You didn't pick anybody. You just said if they had Trick Williams.
No. I said, man, who would he go against? He would go against Drew. It's probably going to be Cody. They're probably going to run Cody and Drew at Mania, I think, and maybe somehow get Jacob Fatu in there for a triple threat match. I think I want to pick LA Knight so bad, but I think I want to pick him so bad. But I really
have a set, Chris. Have a set then.
I'll do it.
Fuck it. I'll go. LA Knight. Yeah.
All right, you're gonna be wrong. You're gonna be wrong. Go ahead, James. What you got? What you got? Go ahead.
So same thing. Process of the elimination chamber. I would love to see Trick Williams win. I don't think that they view him as ready yet. And I don't think the logistics. I don't think the logistics of a Drew versus Trick Williams match makes a lot of sense right now. Javon Evans, same thing. Javon Evans, him and Javon are the future of the company. You have him in there just showcase their talents. We know Jey Uso ain't winning that shit. Let's get something out the way right now.
Nah.
We know. Nah, if he wins, I'll quit. If he wins, I'll quit.
Y'all gotta leave him alone, bro. Y'all pissing me off, bro. Y'all gotta leave him alone, bro. He was fine until he got a little push, and now he got a little push. Now he's just the worst ever. Yeah, shut the fuck up.
I would say I didn't say he was the worst ever.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Okay, maybe
I will screenshot it and post it on this goddamn chat right now.
Maybe I did say it a few times. Maybe I did. Okay.
Called him overrated. You and all of those sickos. Yo. Leave him alone.
Leave us sickos
alone.
Leave us wrestling sickos
alone, man. Jeez.
Okay.
What do you have, Jay? What do you have?
So before I go into this, somebody got a new shirt recently.
Is it Yeet Ain't Easy? Did you get
and that? It says Unchosen. And it says My Way on the back. With everybody saying L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would love to see him win. I think that shirt kind of, hopefully, it emphasizes something. And I think the other thing that would make sense is...
Are you going to pick him?
I am.
Pick him.
I'm going to.
Say it. Say it.
I already said it. I said it with my chest out. I've been saying my chest.
Say it right now. Say it right now.
L.A. Knight.
He's going to win. Say it.
He's going to win. I think what my reason is simple.
So great.
If you want, because we all know you don't want to see him win, so it's okay.
Hey, I got my belt. My belt's over here. We got our match.
He said we got our match.
We got our match.
So I think
all of a sudden.
Yes.
We got our match.
I think the shirt is a key thing to make it seem like he has his chance. And I'm tired of them trying to constantly sit there and say, well, we just don't think he's ready yet. Or, well, you got to do something with this. Like Unreal, when they told me I had to go up the ladder, down the ladder, whatever the hell happened. I didn't watch Unreal. Unreal sucks. Clip that, by the way. Unreal sucks. But anyway, give us something different. Give us something different. You want to throw a curveball? You want to throw something that's cool and say, oh, my God, that actually happened? Why not put LA Knight in that match? Why not? To me, you want somebody fresh? Cool. There's a clear history between them because for the people that don't know, maybe you do, maybe you don't, when they were in TNA at the time, him and Drew were part of a stable called The Rising. It was him, it was LA Knight, Drew, and Tongaloa, who was known as Mike at the time. So there's a clear history between the both of them, right? One says he was the chosen one. The other one's the unchosen one. One had to work 20 years to get to this point. The other one was hand chosen by who chose you? We can't say his name here because he's a long gone, forbidden thing in the wrestling world. Why not do something different? Put the unchosen one in there. Put the one that was never meant to be here and the one that got put down by Triple H telling him what to do and how to do it, how to do this, how to do that. Do something different. Throw a curveball. Please, for the love of God, throw a curveball. Do something different. Shock the world. It's Chicago. Why not? Do something different. That's my ringing endorsement. As a proud member of the Yeah movement, you can clip that as well. We want LA Knight in this match. We want LA Knight at WrestleMania. That's my point.
Go ahead, Fair, because I know where Fair is going. He has that evil, sinister laugh.
Woo! Okay, we got some LA Knight believers. Okay, here's my pick. You ready?
I've been down since day one, so I don't want to hear believers.
You ready?
Sure.
Here's my pick. You ready? LA Knight.
Oh, he definitely ain't winning now. Shit, there goes the jinx. He ain't winning now. It's over. It's over.
No,
Ladies and
I'm
gentlemen,
joking.
wrap this
I'm
show
joking.
up. It's over. It's over. There's the jinx. There's 3 in a row. It's over. It's done.
I'm joking. I'm joking. My real pick. My real pick. Randy Orton.
Ooh.
Here's why. The match that's going to be at WrestleMania Night 1 main event is going to be Randy. It's going to be Cody. It's going to be Jacob. It's going to be Drew. They're going to do a 4-way.
So
Drew's going to cost Drew and Jacob are going to cost Cody the match. And then all this is going to wrap the whole thing around and make it a 4-way. That's the ending. That's whatever. That's the how the match is made.
So you think they're gonna call back to WrestleMania 2000?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's in my opinion, it's the only way. Now you can waste putting a Randy Orton against the Aleister Black to give him a shot. I know Aleister just beat him. That can be something that you can tell going to Mania, how Randy overcame that and how he's ready now and shit like that. And involve Aleister Black in the build of it. That'd be great. That's a great spot for him. But you can do that, or where would Randy's star power be more useful? It would be in a title match. Where would a Cody be more useful? It would be in a title match. Where would Jacob be more useful? It's in a title match. That's right now the top of the card. And if you need to sell tickets, if you need to get people excited, then you need to start building the multi-man match for the WWE title and let that momentum trickle down to the rest of the card. I don't think there's any other way that you can save that WrestleMania unless you put, in my opinion, either a 3-way between Cody, Jacob, and Drew, or the 4-way that I'm mentioning right now. And the only way you get that way is to start it with Randy Orton and having him take advantage. Like Cody took advantage of Sammy. Key moment in SmackDown last week, right? He said, hey, listen, I just took advantage. You took your eye off the ball. Don't blame me. We know if Randy Orton sees somebody getting their ass whooped and he can take advantage of it, that's going to Randy Orton. So I think you started with Randy Orton and then you could work your way to a 4-way. Randy Orton's my pick for Elimination Chamber this year.
Definitely not a wrong thing. I actually think that would make a lot of sense. I do appreciate the call back to WrestleMania 2000. So at least you kind of have that going for you. The only problem is a fatal 4-way for the championship is cool in theory. I just believe that the way they're going to get there is very predictable, unfortunately, because you already know Cody's going to be in there somehow, right? So it's almost kind of like that's cool, but you know they're not going to do it without him, right? So there's that. You have Jacob Fatu being in there. We know he's going to get involved somehow. He's almost kind of like that Mick Foley kind of role, kind of back then. I'm not saying he's Mick Foley. I'm saying, like the guy that gets in there last minute, right? Where Cody's kind of the Rock and Triple H, Drew McIntyre, and Randy Orton's the Big Show, I guess. I guess you could kind of pencil in from that standpoint, right? So you could do something like that, I guess. Or, actually, Randy Orton be the Rock because the Rock won the Rumble and then this chip was around yet, so therefore you have something like that, right? So I guess you could do that too, but I don't know. It would just seem like kind of the way SmackDown's been going. It's like, yeah, we kind of saw this happening, in terms of the predictability factor. Now, I think I would enjoy it, but I don't know how anyone else would feel.
Yeah, Chris, that's a good point. Yeah.
No, no, no. I, Randy Orton was somebody that I didn't. It would be a good pick for Randy Orton. I just feel like they're going to put, like, just for what you just said about Rhea Ripley, they're going to put Cody in there. But Orton hasn't
Still
had.
put Cody in there.
Yeah, they still could, but I think the dark horse is Trick Williams. Uh, you know what, Trick. Here's my thing. Trick should be the one who looks good, who should look the best in the match. I have no problems with Orton winning, but I think Trick needs to be the one who looks the best in the match. Even though James and I picked LA Knight to win, the one who should come out looking the best is Trick.
And to tell you the truth, even, and I'm gonna contradict myself with my next pick coming up for the championship match later on in the show. But even if they said, you know what, we don't need the guy on SmackDown to win the Chamber, you could probably still get to Cody, Drew, and Jacob without somebody winning the Chamber too. I think that's the other thing too. Like, you could definitely get there without the stipulation of winning the Chamber. Because for Cody, for example, Drew said it in the promo, he said Cody can never rematch, can never have a rematch for the championship or whatever it was. Well, they obviously
He said he won't allow him to have a rematch as long as he's champion. Like, he's going to stop him. That's why I said the scenario with
the Chamber.
Right. And that's why I said in my prediction that Drew's going to find his way in the cage. Like, you don't even necessarily need Jacob to do anything in this instance. So I'm gonna backtrack that part of it. But Drew's going to find himself in the cage and cost Cody the championship. All this already said to Jacob, let me handle it. And he said, I'm not going to wait so much longer. They're already setting it up. They already told you that Drew was going to interfere because he's interfered in every match that Cody had to try to win to get a championship match. It's set up how you say. They already put themselves in the corner. It's in the lane. If this doesn't happen, I'll be flabbergasted that they did something different. Drew's going to they're going to find a way to get Drew in the cage. He's going to claim more Cody, and Orton, instead of going after Drew, will pin Cody.
Yeah,
that's it. And then they're going to put the other two in the match, and that's exactly what happens. And you can see it from a mile away. It's just what are they going to do it? You can see.
Yeah, pretty much. And I like I just mentioned, I still believe that they don't necessarily have to have a winner of the Chamber be on SmackDown, because I think that it's already been building up for so long that it's like you don't necessarily have to force it there, because we already know there has to be a championship match for it at some point. So I think what you could do is, if you wanted to, WWE, hire me to be a writer, please. What you could do is you could do a triple threat match. I looked at it. It's part-time work for now, whatever. I can't afford part-time work. I need health insurance. So what you could do is you could do a triple threat match on one of these SmackDowns, or a Saturday night main event that you have planned in between, right? You can do Cody versus Randy versus Jacob, like a triple threat match in the War Contendership, right? You have fucking Drew lay them all out. You have all this become crash out, all this. You want to keep messing up these matches? Fine. You're going to fight all three of them at WrestleMania. You could do that, simply put two. Instead of backing yourself into a corner where the guy at the Chamber is going to be Orton or Cody, you can throw something at us completely different and say, okay, fine. Let's have someone else win it. This is how we're going to get to WrestleMania from here. And it would add intrigue to a Saturday night main event, which has been a glorified house show the past couple months.
What Saturday night main event?
If there is one planned.
I don't think there is a Saturday night main event between now and
maybe there will be one soon. I don't know. But
I don't think there is one.
But you could definitely do something with that. You can't that's the thing. You can't keep putting yourself in these predictable corners to where it's like, well, this guy's going to win here and you're just going to enjoy it and like it. Like, no, it can't be that. Can it?
Yeah.
But who knows? We'll get there when we get there. Right?
For sure the fuck can. They don't care. As long as you get there and we know what the match is, they'll be as lazy as they want to be with it. That's just Bottom line of it, it's just yeah. All right, yeah. So what's the net? Did we do? I think you said no. I didn't pick Punk and Finn. Did you pick Punk and Finn? I think Chris did,
Chris, you're on
and
mute.
he's muted. Like I don't know why he's muted.
Oh, I don't know.
You can play. You can
No.
play the game and then be unmuted too.
No, I picked Punk. I think Punk's winning. Punk's winning that match, and we're going to get Roman versus Punk at Mania. Throw the
You
wrench,
see,
fan. Oh,
you
yeah. You know
saw,
what? I saw
you
that.
see,
I saw
you
that.
see, you see my name at the bottom of the screen. Throw that wrench, Finn. You want to throw another curveball WrestleMania? If you're gonna do the Cody or Randy rap, have Finn Balor beat CM Punk in Chicago. Have it happen. You want to make people say, "Oh my God, I got to tune in for WrestleMania"? This is how you do it. This is exactly how you do it. That right there is how you do it. You throw the fucking wrench. You throw the wrench. You throw it. Because you could protect CM Punk so he doesn't have to lose to Roman. You could have Finn take the pin. You could do that. You could add a level of intrigue. You can do things. It doesn't have to be clear cut and cookie cut or dry. It doesn't have to be. You could throw a curveball. That is a curveball right there that will get people say, "Oh my God, he's actually going to WrestleMania as champion." And it adds the intrigue of the story of Punk put the belt in the line and he lost. Now he jeopardized the WrestleMania main event. What was he thinking? You could easily do that. You could easily do that. You want to make people say, "Oh my God, I got to tune in to see this now"? There you go. You want to make Raw exciting for the next couple weeks? There you go. You got Finn Balor be champion. It would be cool.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to pick matches to win the night, so I'm not going to pick that. CM Punk is going to win. I don't think you have him lose in his hometown 6 weeks before WrestleMania. I don't think you do that. I don't know what the protecting Punk, like, what do you need to protect Punk from a loss? He's CM Punk. He don't need protection. He can whatever. Yeah, CM Punk wins. I think Dom costs him the match. And then on Raw, subsequently, I think Finn will cost him his match. I don't think he loses the title as far as that goes. He'll just get a disqualification. But yeah, I don't think I think that Dom is going to cost him that match. I think Finn is going to cost him his match, and that's how we get Dom and Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania.
Dom and Rey Mysterio.
Did I say Rey Mysterio? Dom and Finn Balor at WrestleMania.
So where the hell's Rey Mysterio fit in all this?
My bad. But yeah, that's my book right there. Yeah, CM Punk wins. Dom costs him the match. Finn Balor does the same on Raw. We get the Demon versus Dom Mysterio at WrestleMania. Book it.
That's probably what's going to happen because they could just use the cop out. We'll see long-term storytelling. What happened last WrestleMania when Dom beat Finn, and then they'd say you can do this now again at the WrestleMania in the same spot and the same amount of money, yada. There you go. They can't book shows. Can't do it.
I mean, I think that's a great way to book Dom and Finn. What the hell?
It's a great way to do it. It's an awesome way to do it.
So what's the problem? They
The
can't
problem
book shows because of a great way that they can get to a match.
Problem is,
Did you hear it? No.
The problem is,
Chris, you just heard him.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
People are insane.
Let me finish.
People are insane.
Let me finish. I'm insane, but you got me on the podcast somehow, some way. Let me say this. It would just be too convenient. It's too convenient for them to just put them two together and say, well, see, that's long-term storytelling right there. You see what happened last WrestleMania to this WrestleMania. Now Finn's going to beat him. So you basically just put yourself in the same position that I've been saying. You do this long-term storytelling shit that you've been doing for the past 2 years with the Judgment Day. Emphasis, 2 years. That's what you've done. You've teased this breakup for years now. And this is the typical.
And he milked the shit out of it, and you still care about it. And he did his job.
Yeah, because it's stupid and it's bullshit. Throw something
But
different.
you just said it was a great way to get to fitting down. How is it stupid about now? See, this is what I'm saying.
It's a
This is
great
what I'm
way for
saying. Y'all all look crazy.
it's a great
All
way
of
for the predictability of it.
nuts.
It's a
All
great
of
way
you.
for the predictability of it.
Nuts. The whole lot of you.
Yeah, we're all nuts. We all
the
watch
whole
wrestling.
15 to 20 of you.
Whole 15 to 20 of us. There's a whole maybe 200 million of us out there.
This is oh my god, bro. Okay,
Chris would know. He's the lieutenant mayor of us. He would know the demographics
Chris
of
seemed
also.
quiet. He seemed like he's disowning y'all right now because that was insane. It's a great way, but it sucks.
Listen.
I
This,
could look. I could
listen.
say it's a
Will
good
be
way, but I don't like it.
this
That's
is the
fair.
best way to end the Judgment Day. We've been talking about the Judgment Day needs to end for like at least the last 6 months. This is going to be this is going to lead to the grand finale of that.
Mhm.
So yeah, this is about to come to an end soon and very soon.
Demon versus the Mysterio. Demon versus
Yep.
Mysterio. Ooh.
Look, if we get the demon back, it's cool. So
Yeah. Hey, I do want to say this before we get out of here. Shout out to AJ Styles for getting it. Oh, go ahead, James.
What about the Becky and AJ match?
Oh no,
I thought we
picked
picked
that.
that first.
AJ's winning that match.
Did we did that? Oh, did we?
No, we didn't. We
I
didn't.
know we didn't. Damn, we almost.
I picked it.
I think Becky wins.
Yeah, because you just rambled off mad picks in the beginning. Yeah, I remember that now. Did AJ even do that? Like,
yeah,
I
AJ's
think.
winning.
Yeah,
AJ's winning.
I think Becky wins.
you think Becky wins?
I think Becky wins.
So you don't think that they're going with Becky and AJ too at Mania?
I think they hold off that. I think they hold off that match to WrestleMania. I think Becky wins in a very screwy kind of way, and then you have it to where AJ fights at WrestleMania, and then or my other option for WrestleMania is if AJ does win, there's a certain other person that used to look up to her that's currently on the shelf right now. You can put Roxanne Perez in the ring with her at WrestleMania. Transition the championship. No. If AJ wins, you could just do Roxanne Perez versus AJ at WrestleMania.
I doubt that. I would like it, but I don't.
I doubt it. That's my book. But I think Becky wins. I think they do Becky versus AJ at WrestleMania.
They didn't put AJ on that card to lose. She's absolutely winning that match.
But it would add heat to the Becky character though.
Yeah.
I mean, certain people I don't think they need manufactured heat. Like you don't need a build or a loss to keep somebody hot like Becky Lynch or Seth Rollins or the list goes on and on. They can create their own heat. And Becky is by far the best heel on that roster right now. By the way,
Gunther?
I don't know. No, she. Let me put it like this: the most entertaining heel on that roster right now is Becky Lynch, especially with the shit she's doing, the little Trump character she's doing on social media.
But that's what I'm saying though. You that's why I think WrestleMania would make the most sense because it's in Chicago. She can easily win. She can easily win that match, and she can just go on a whole tangent for another 6 weeks. Excuse me, 6 weeks. And you have AJ just come back and just hone her. That's all you got to do. Like,
so you saying Becky wins by cheating, and then AJ gets a rematch at WrestleMania, then wins. I mean, I feel like the WWE pop seeker booking that they do is gonna want AJ to win that match. So I don't. Either way, you can build the next match either way. Like, so I truly think this is a 50-50 book right here. Like, either way you can book that match at WrestleMania again.
Yeah.
So either way, it's really just which way do you want to take it? Do you want to take it as AJ has to fight from the bottom again, or does AJ have to prove that she can hold off a person like Becky Lynch in the second match in the rematch? And then you can do the third one at Backlash. However way you do the Mania loss is probably the way you go on the Backlash. But just to keep it in WrestleMania focus. I like either way, you can build to that match. So I truly think this is like a flip of a
Judgment
coin.
call. Yeah.
With AJ. Yeah.
All right. Well, that is like I was started to say before. I forgot about the Becky and AJ match. Shout out to AJ Styles for getting inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, and it's kind of poetic. Like I had seen this tweet the other day about how Undertakers will come and take people to the final resting place. Well, for WWE, the Hall of Fame is the wrestler's final resting place. So I think it's kind of fitting that it's the Undertaker who's doing that. He did it with Stephanie, did it with AJ. So if you see him come out on that motorcycle with the cutoff sleeve shirt and the bandana and stuff, it's a Hall of Fame announcement coming. Matter of fact, Taker has become what's dude's name for the NFL
David
Hall of
Baker.
Fame? Yeah,
That dude.
David Baker. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
becoming that person. So I thought that was cool. Shout out to AJ Styles. Great career, man. Hope you enjoy your retirement. That is going to conclude everything for today's show on Wrestling with the Bros. Make sure you follow us at WWE. Go ahead.
Can I say one thing about AJ Styles real quick before we get out of here?
Go ahead.
I don't want to hog up the show. I'll be very quick. Shout out to AJ Styles for putting TNA on the map. Shout out for that triple threat between him, Christopher Daniels, and Samoa Joe at Unbreakable 2005. That was the match that put TNA on the map. I believe he's a top 3 wrestler all time. Top 3 all time. His New Japan, TNA, WWE, Ring of Honor. The list goes on and on. The OG member of the Bullet Club, the first ever leader of the Bullet Club, a wrestling faction that has been traversed through time. It just broke up this past January at their event in the Tokyo Dome. So he's the OG leader of the crew. Top 3 wrestler of all time. I wanted to debate it tonight. I forgot to mention it to you guys to see how you felt about that. Maybe we save it for another time. But thank you, AJ, for putting wrestling on the map and opening my eyes to more wrestling along the way. So thank you so much, sir. Best of luck in retirement. Enjoy your next innings.
Yes, sir. AJ Styles.
You ended on that, bro.
The show. Follow us at WWTV 2024. Smitty, hit the music. We'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good one. Later. Smitty. If you're there, Smitty.
This is what we call dead air, folks. This is where we just stare in.
Yo, what up? Welcome to the 12th episode. I remember this time. The 12th episode of Wrestling with the Bros.
Acknowledge us.